In this little clip, I'm going to show you how to do an image transfer. The piece that I'm going to transfer the image to is a block of wood, and I have painted a dark, a medium, and a light value to show you how the image will turn out on the different valued backgrounds. Preferably you want to use a light background. Okay, first step, you need a photocopy. And if you have text in the photocopy, then that text has to be reversed. That's a function that you can find on most modern photocopiers, and it may be called mirror image. Okay, so first step is to put lots of gel on. Lots. Not just a skinny little coat, but a nice thick coat. Smooth out the ridges in the gel as much as possible. So a nice thick coat. Then you're going to lay your image down quickly. This stuff dries fast. And go around with your finger and seal the edges of the image. Then, with a clean piece of paper towel, wipe off the excess gel. Yeah, you can move it a bit for a few seconds. Wipe off that gel, and then take another piece of clean paper towel and burnish the image. Like that. There. That should work nicely. The next step is to dry it. Now you can leave it for half an hour to an hour to totally dry, or you can blow dry it. Alright, my image is dry and it feels room temperature. It doesn't feel cool, and it's opaque in that I can't see any of the image showing through. So then I take a brush with water, clean water preferably, brush it over the image until the paper gets nice and wet. Like that. You don't want too much water, just enough to get the paper wet. You see it goes slightly transparent when it's nice and wet. If there's any spots that don't seem to want to get wet, it's possible that you've got gel on top, which makes it a little more difficult to get off, but it's not a huge problem. So then, just blot the excess water, don't want it too wet, and then start rubbing in the middle with your finger until the paper comes off, like this. Now, if at this point your image is starting to come off, you probably didn't put enough gel on. Or it could be that the gel wasn't totally dry. So once you get half the paper off like this, then it's probably a good idea to dry it again. So at this point I'm going to stop and dry it again. You see there's still lots of paper on there. So far so good. But just in case, I'm going to stop and dry that again. And it will go quite white again, as you can see. It means there's still lots of paper on there. Okay, I dried it again. And then I'm going to put more water on, and then rub the rest of the paper off. And I'm scrubbing, as you can see. If it's done properly, you cannot scrub it off doing it this way, as long as you don't get your fingernails in there. And I've tried different things to rub paper off, such as scrubby pads and things like that, but you know what? The best thing is your fingertips. Alright, here we go. We're getting there now. It's just about all off. At least I think so. Oh, look at this. There's a little bit coming off here. I don't think I had enough gel under there. Either that or it was thin and it started to dry before I got the image down. Now, get that last little bit off where you have to scrub. Now when the paper's just about dry, actually the friction's better and you can get the paper off quicker. Oh, another little bit coming off. Keep rubbing. There we go. I think that's pretty good. It should feel nice and smooth, no rough spots anywhere. Now occasionally along a cut edge, the paper wants to stick really hard, so what I do is just dampen it and use my fingernail to very gently move that last little bit of paper and then scrub it. There, got it. I think it's all off now. And I want you to see how the image where it's over the white shows up very clearly, and our text is the right way up now since we reversed it before when we photocopied it. And where the background was very dark, the image is also dark, which makes it clear that an image transfer is transparent. So whatever you've got behind is going to show through, so make sure you take that into account. It's done.